Hello. Beautiful. That's fabulous. I've just spelt that all bloody down myself.
Yeah, going ain't like nigga. Move out the way, please don't be a hero. Bling blow, ooh, she's on skateboard tree.
Hello, my name's Luissa and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. That would be pretty sick if there was some new people. But for this week's video I am going to be doing a 0 to 100 makeup look and also hair. I'm going to be doing my kind of go-to makeup look when I'm doing content, because that's what I will be doing. And I'm also going to have a little drink because why not, it's Saturday and I just fancy a little beverage, so it's like getting ready with me but a little bit tipsy as well. Also going to be doing my hair. I've kind of been gifted a lovely product from Luissa Stafford. Mind blowing that Luissa Stafford want to work with me, but I'm super excited to try it. It looks amazing. So I'll also be doing a little hair tutorial as well. But yeah, it's going to be 0 to 100 because right now I look like a gremlin and I want to look like a Disney princess, so hopefully I look like that in the video. So in this video I'm just basically going to talk through what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and like what I'm using to do it. It probably won't be too much. It'll be kind of chatty but kind of not, and it won't be like just zoomed up me doing the makeup and stuff. It'll just kind of be a bit in the middle. I actually filmed this last week but I just did not like the content. My makeup didn't go to plan and I just wasn't happy with it, so I knew I had content to do today and I was going to have a little beverage, so I wanted to feel nice about myself because I currently feel like shit. So what better way to make yourself feel better than do a little mini glow up? So yeah, the first thing I'm going to be doing is eyebrows. I need to go and actually get the stuff I use. Okay, that's not the first thing I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is pour myself a beverage, you know. I'm so excited. I've not had a drink in quite a while. Well, actually, I had a drink. Wait a minute, this is going to clank. Not had a drink. Well, I had a drink for my dad's birthday, but it wasn't really that much. And then before that I drank at my birthday, and let's just say I took it way too fast. So I've not had a proper drink since start of February really. So I'm looking really forward to just having a little beverage, you know. I'm having Tesco's Finest Prosecco. I'm quite a basic bitch. I just like Tesco's own brand Prosecco. I've tried other ones, but this one seems to be the one I like the most. Also, ignore my hair. I feel like I look like one of the dogs that have got like the long locks. It's just not a vibe just now. I feel like blonde hair never looks good until you actually style it. I feel like naturally it looks horrible. But anyways, also please ignore the glass. It's actually embarrassing. I don't tend to drink in the house either. If I'm drinking, it's when I'm out the house. But today it's obviously I'm having a drink in the house. But this is the only glass we've got. Look like I'm having something at the is it a chamlet? I look like I'm in Harry Potter or something. Like I'm a wizard with this. I'm going to use it because I'm not drinking out of a tumbler and I'm certainly not drinking out of the bottle. So yeah, enjoy my lovely chamlet. I want to know what that. Chamblet. Cheers to the weekend of doing fuck all because of a lockdown. Actually, this time next month, because it's the 27th of March today, we'll be allowed to go to beer gardens. So won't be long spending weekends in the house any longer. Sorry, this intro is like taking a lot longer. Well, I've passed the intro now. This is meant to be me doing my eyebrows, but I'm just taking that long, sorry. I've actually had one sip of that Prosecco and I feel pissed. That's what you call a lightweight. Anyways, the stuff I use on my eyebrows, I say use at your own risk. I hardly ever do my makeup. I do it maybe once a week if you're lucky, so I'm only using this once a week. I think using it anymore probably wouldn't do your eyebrows the best because I've been told a lot of bad things about it, but it's the only thing that keeps my eyebrows in place, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But this is the Got To Be water resistant spiking glue. I use a tiny bit of this on a spoolie, do my eyebrows like so, and then makes them look laminated. Apparently it's not great for your eyebrows, but I take it off really safely, and I've literally had I think maybe 1 or 2 eyebrow hairs come out, but that's kind of about it, and that tends to be what happens when I put makeup on my eyebrows anyway. When I'm taking it off, I just like go in the way of how I've shaped the eyebrows, whereas I think some people must just go like that, which gives me the fear. I just squeeze a little bit out the tub like this, and I just kind of like make my spoolie go around in circles, and then I'll kind of go like this. I hope, oh well, that's broken, so that's really smart. Just kind of like rub it all in so it's all nice and even on the eyebrow, the spoolie. I do one eyebrow at a time because the stuff dries quickly. So what I do is I just brush it through my eyebrows like so. As you can see already it's beginning to spike them up a bit. Can you see me doing this? Yes. See, this is the thing I hate about this camera, is the Sony A5000. It's got like this soft filter and it makes your skin look all soft, which can be great if you've got shit skin. It makes my eyebrows look really funny and my makeup as well, and I've tried to turn it off and it just doesn't really do much. And what I do is I go bit by bit, I'll use this end of the spoolie and I'll just flatten it down. This is just so it keeps them more in place, and when I say these last all day, they could probably last all night as well if you were out that long. I've actually used pink honey and I also use pear soap, but it just did not last on my eyebrows, whereas this one actually does, so I do really like it. But I don't recommend if you're doing your makeup like quite frequently, because I don't think it's that great for your eyebrows. But then they say that, right, and then you're using it on your hair, so if it's alright for your hair, how can it not be alright for your eyebrows? I don't know, this is just my thoughts. Quite a lot of people ask me when I put the thing up on Instagram about my makeup was what stuff I use on my eyebrows, so obviously I want to let you know what I use. That's my eyebrows on place. I know I look a little bit nuts right now, but see, once the makeup's done it's fine. But once I do that, I do take a baby wipe and I like baby wipe all the residue off my eyebrows, because when the glue is on your skin, your foundation just won't stick. And next I'm just going to go in and underline my eyebrows, but I do like this little weird thing. I basically underline them to about here, and then for this bit I kind of just like pat it out because it looks more natural. I find if I do a harsh line all the way along, it just kind of looks a bit weird. I don't really like how it looks. Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade, how many times do I feel I need to say concealer? But it's in the shade C5. I'm going to do the other eyebrow. I'll just do it off camera because I've shown you what I've done. I've done like kind of harsh line here and then I just lightly pat it out the front to make it natural. I forgot to start recording again, but all I've really done is, well, all I have done is put concealer all over my eyelid, do my eye makeup. I can't actually find the full bottle of this I had, it's somewhere. But oh, I've just found it. It's like brand spanking new, it's still even got the plastic stuff on it. Oh Christ, this will take me about an hour to get off. Why is packaging so hard on makeup, or why is it I'm just so fucking slow at taking packaging off makeup? I'd love to know. For Christ's sake, you're having me on. I'll be here all day. Actually not got that much charge in my camera left either, which is absolutely fabulous, honestly, just what I wanted. So if you were a basic MUA bitch like me back in like 2016/17, this was the go-to palette. It's an absolute classic, like I still use this all the time, and it is the Morphe 350 palette. I bet most of these know already what I was going to say before I even showed it, but I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using this shade here. This is like, I think, the best transition shade ever, and I think I can speak for the MUA nation when I say that. I'll also be using this kind of darker brown here, and I'll maybe go in with some of the darker shades. I kind of want to do a bit of a cat eye today, because I'm doing an outfit that is like for a Saturday night, like a night out. I want to make my makeup like night out-ish. Also another MUA Basic Bitch 2016 classic, Morphe M441 brush. I'm going to be using that to put on the transition shade. It's basically pretty simple what I do. I just go in little window wiper motions and apply the light brown, like so. I'm going to try and like wing it out at the ends a little bit. I'm now going to go in with my Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush for the kind of darker brown. I'm just going to kind of keep that to the kind of outer corner of the eye and smoke that out also. I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go in with that shade here, the kind of darker brown, and just really focus that on the really outer corner. Wow, that is a lot darker than I thought. Whoops. Actually seen a makeup look by Naomi. If you don't follow her, you should if you're into makeup, because she's actually the makeup queen. Her makeup's always flawless. I get a lot of makeup ideas from her. I'll put her on the screen just now what look I kind of got inspired to kind of do this. Seen her do this and I was like, I want to look that good, so here I am trying it. Some people this might not be hardly any eyeshadow, because it really isn't, to be fair. It's 3 different colours. To me it's quite a lot. I usually wear 1 colour eyeshadow on a more bold day. I used to actually wear so much different coloured eyeshadow as well, but now I'm just like, can't be bothered. I feel like I'm talking far too much in this video, and it's probably going to be like 45 minutes long, so that's really smart. Now I'm just going to do some eyeshadow eyeliner. I just would not do a liquid eyeliner ever again, I don't think. I just use this angled eyebrow brush, don't know where it's from or who it's by, it's got nothing on it. And then I'm just going to go in with this really dark shade here. It's like dark brown, almost black, and I'm just going to use that to like line my eyes. This actually looks like a train wreck of makeup right now. I promise it'll get better in the end. Well, it must. If this video's up, then it will get better. Or it'll not be going up because I don't like it. I'm going to put mascara on. I just use this Bonjour Paris mascara because I've actually lost things. And when I put fake eyelashes on, I feel like it doesn't really matter what mascara you use. I think it really only matters if you're just doing mascara. So I just use this just to kind of blacken the eyelashes. For the eyelashes, I use ones from Savers. I can't remember what brand they're by, but they are honestly unbelievable. Like, see, when I seen them, I thought, oh, they look quite nice. They were £2 or £3. They're kind of cat eye, but they're very like fluttery and wispy, and they feel like they're made out of like real hairs, but they're not. Look at these eyelashes. They are unreal. Literally like eyelash extensions and a lash strip. I just love them. I'm now going to go on to the base makeup. I'm going to start off with some priming stuff. So I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Glow Mon Amour Illuminating Drops in the shade Sparkling Love. Heather Nibble uses these and the skin always just looks amazing, so I had to get it. And then for some oily bits, I use the Maybelline Face Studio Prime Pore Minimising Primer. I've got like a wrinkle here. You can't really see it when I go like that. You can see where it is, and it sits there all the time. So I like to fill it with primer or my makeup sinks into it. And then I also like to go in with a primer just around my lips, because I find here is where my makeup kind of comes off. I think it's because like the oils in the lipstick, I don't really know. And I also like to put it on my nose, and then the other places I put on the shimmery stuff. Because I've got kind of combination skin, like T-zone's oily, everywhere else is kind of dry. It just adds the nicest glow. You could actually just go out with the glow drops on. For foundation, I use a mixture. I use the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC42, and then I use L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Fresh Wear in the shade... oh, I think the shade's, oh no, 120 Vanilla. I mix these two together because this one's too dark for me and this one's too light. And I also just think these two mixed together just makes such a nice formula, and a lot of people actually compliment my foundation, always say it looks nice. The brush I use is a Peaches and Cream one, BC04 one I use. I kind of pat it into my skin. I don't really swish it about as much because I find if you swish it about you lose the coverage. Maybe a bit too much, but oh well. Better too much than not enough. Also had a few questions about what tan I use. I actually use the Tanologist tan. I use the dark mousse, and then if I ever put it on my face, I don't tend to, but when I do, I use the Tanologist face drops. Both amazing. I really do recommend them. They're so good. So ignore this bit, you've probably seen it as I've been talking. I had my Fitbit on. I went up to Maya this morning, which is like a local hill that's near me, and I was obviously sweating, and it's completely took my fake tan off, which is really cool, but I'll put a watch on to cover it. For my head part, when I'm going like near my eyebrows, I get a smaller eyebrow brush, a smaller kind of face brush, like more like a concealer brush, and I'll bring it down towards my eyebrows more, just because I find with a bigger brush you don't get as much precision, and then kind of goes on your eyebrows and stuff, and it just doesn't look great. Just go over my face with a beauty blender just to get off any excess? What is me by not saying words right today? Excess foundation. The camera picks this up, but see in person this foundation is literally unreal. Like the combination is just so good. I'm going to go in with my cream contour. For cream contour I use the Makeup Revolution stick in FC13. Again, Heather Nibble uses this, and the makeup she does is just phenomenal, so I had to get it. This out. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I have two beauty blenders. I use one, a darker one like this for contouring, and this one for blending out lighter stuff like foundation and concealer. And then as I'm blending this, I blend up the way, so your cheekbones, like obviously your cheekbones are going to be up that way, so it makes you look more lifted, I find. And for my nose, I use the same kind of brush I used for my foundation, but again, like the beauty blenders, I like to use one just for dark products so it doesn't mix two of them together. But for my nose, I like to just kind of blend the lines out, but I try not to go past the line on this side, if that makes sense. Like on the inside, I try and keep it so it's like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then I'll go in with a beauty blender and kind of further blend it out so there's not any harsh lines. And then I'm just going to go in with some cream concealer. I mean, I'm not going to use powder concealer, but anyways. I do my concealer a bit different. I do just a bit here and then a bit here. I actually seen on TikTok that if you put it down this area, it actually drags your face down and makes it look longer. Whereas this way, it makes your face look more lifted. This is starting to come together a bit now. Oh, my camera says it's going to die. It said 2 seconds ago at 10%. Brill, absolutely brill. I'm just going to go and use some powder bronzer. This bronzer I used was 150 for Home Bargains, and when I say it's amazing, it's amazing. It's the Olivia Hale bronzer in the shade medium. It's honestly so good. I'm really embarrassed about that. Please ignore it. And I just use the Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish 126 brush, and then to set my eyes I use, well, my concealer bits, I use this Rimmel powder in 001 transparent. I'm just going to do this off camera to let this charge because it's going to die. It's me powdered on my face and bronzer it all. Now I'm just going to add some blush. For blush I use, again, this Olivia Hale one. It was 150, and oh my god, there's a little brush in the back. I've never even noticed that. Oh, it's stuck with sellotape, but it's like in the back of it. That's really cute. I wouldn't use it though, it's not a great blush brush. This is the blush. It's a dupe for the NARS Orgasm, I think. And then underneath it I'll just use this Makeup Revolution Pro pink blush palette. And I'll just use these two colours here to add in the pink. But I firstly just go with Olivia Hale one and just this random blush brush. I've had it for absolute ages. And then I just kind of got the apples on my cheeks and also drag it up. Again, I never used to use blush, but I love it now. Highlight, again, if you were a basic MUA bish like me, back in 2016, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I've got the one in Nat Glow. I got this when it came out and it was really popular, and I loved it for like a month or so and then I just hated it, but now I feel back in love with it. I love the shade Bubbly. It just looks lovely with a tan. And I'm just going to put that in the usual highlight places. A lot of people are falling in love with highlighter and I just honestly don't think I ever will. I just love highlighter so much. There's nothing better than when somebody looks like they've got nice, dewy, glowy skin. To underline my eyes, I like to use a white eyeliner, and I use this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I use this little angled brush to apply it, just because I find with the pencil it's a little bit messy. I just feel this really makes me look more awake. Just going to go in with a small brush. It's the Zoeva 224 Luxe Define Crease Brush with that transition shade from the Morphe palette that I use. Mascara. And I'm going to now fill in my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use a product from Aldi, believe it or not. They brought out a kind of Benefit dupe range and it's honestly amazing. I use this one and it's the Brow Perfect Powder and Wax, and it was like $150. It's honestly so good. I use the shade deep brown, just because even though I'm blonde and my hairs are quite light, the shades weren't that dark. Anastasia brush, I think it's the number 12 brush, it's just like a small angled one. I'll just kind of go in where the gaps are on my eyebrows and kind of fill them in. My lipstick, I feel like my eyebrows look much better now because I've filled them in before they were really gappy looking. I'm going to line my lips with this Morphe Frenchy lip liner. I've not actually used this in quite a while, but it's a really nice kind of like pinky nude shade. These are probably one of the best lip liners I've ever used. They're so creamy and they just glide on so well. Again, another classic. I use MAC Velvet Teddy. I fell out of love with this for ages, but then I found a full tube of it and I was like, I'm going to use this again, and I actually quite like it. Lip gloss, I use the Morphe lip gloss in Flower Crown. I like this because it kind of lightens up the lipstick because I feel like it kind of looks quite dark. This is the finished look. I love this. Like, how cute is this? Like proper 80s vibes. I just love it. It's so cute. I really hope you enjoyed this wee video and you enjoyed seeing my go-to makeup kind of look. I've done it a wee bit more glam than what I usually do, but it is all the same products, just a little bit more eyeshadow. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you all soon with a new one. Bye!
Going ain't like nigga, move